This town has gotten bigger.
Yuan Shao's forces gathered around Baima greatly outnumber our own. They must be trying to quash our potential strategies with sheer numbers.
Be that as it may, any commander who would lead such a massive army is bound to let his hubris get the better of them. We must discover and strike at where they have been negligent. The question is how?
Send a small force to ambush them? No. It would be but a momentary diversion against an army that large. Though if we can separate their forces, we may be able to take them down one group at a time.
Separate them how? I doubt Yuan Shao would be easily fooled.
If one wants to catch a catfish sleeping at the bottom of a pond, one must use valuable bait.
Bait?
Very well. I will join the assault. Then even Yuan Shao will panic and send his army.
I heard something's about to happen in Guandu.
Even with such an eminent family, Yuan Shao stands out.
Everything's gotten so expensive.
Get out of the way, Ziluan. Listen to us. It has to be done for the sake of the village.
What is this? What's going on?
Bailuan. And you're here too, Chuhe.
Does the village chief know what you're trying to do?
He does. The child they brought here is related to those rebels, the ones being hunted down by the Han. If the Han find out we're harboring the blood of traitors, we'll be considered traitors too. But Ziluan...
Ziluan. Please, just hear him out. That child...
No, stay as you are, Ziluan. Have you all forgotten our duty? We are bound to bring peace to the realm, to protect it. We are not here to serve the Han, least of all when it would require handing over an innocent child to be put to the sword.
We know that. But if we don't give them this child, every man and woman in this village will suffer the same fate.
So instead of doing what's right, you'd rather live in a world where the Han can kill anyone who disobeys them? Listen to me, all of you. There was once a hermit who helped Emperor Gaozu found the Han dynasty. That hermit was our forefather, the original Guardian of Peace. His goal was to find those who possessed the right qualities and teach them how to preserve peace in the realm. It was never to submit to the whims of a dying kingdom, to slaughter the weak and those deemed enemies by virtue of their birth. The Han is in its death throes. It cannot be saved, not by us nor anyone. Now is the time to stand up against it, to fulfill our true duty as guardians of peace. We must find the hero of this age and bring peace back to this land. Come, let us talk to the chief. Together, we can decide what should be done.
Storm clouds are gathering, and the sky is growing dark. I always knew it wouldn't end with the village's destruction. Ziluan, this is your last chance to turn back. This may sound strange coming from the one who set you on this path, but what awaits you is likely a past better left forgotten. I won't force you to do anything that you don't want to, least of all for my benefit. So your resolve remains unshaken. You are truly a strong man, Ziluan. Truth be told, sometimes I wonder if I've done the right thing. Perhaps it would have been better if your past had stayed forgotten. And yet, I couldn't help but try to achieve something my father never could. I thought that perhaps then I could finally claim to have surpassed my father, the man they called a saint. In the end, this has all been for my own selfish ends. Forgive me. Maybe it would have been better if you had never met me. Still, it's you who wants to confront your past. I set you on that course, and I cannot turn away from you now. This is my responsibility, and I will not abandon it. That's right.
Not many people can read and write.
I hear the way Lord Zhonghe fights is a sight to behold.
Thank you.
Ziluan, you did well to stand up against them. It took some convincing, but the chief finally agreed that our decision was the correct one. We saved the child's life, but now comes the hard part. We must fool the Han and convince them the child does not exist. If he were to be found here, the village would be in great danger. And of course you know that not everyone was happy with what you did. But listen, Ziluan. This was not a mistake. I have been preparing for this moment. It simply arrived sooner than I had expected. It is time to begin our mission. We must find the hero of the age, a man to whom we can pledge our support. Juha, Ziluan, will you lend me your strength and become my wings?
You didn't need to call us here for that. I've already decided. The three of us are going to make our dream of peace come true.
I believe it. With the strongest warriors in the village at my side, I know we can succeed. But promise me, both of you. Once you have found the hero of the age, you must tell me. Then together, we will give him our support and build a new world of peace.
Ziluan, thank you. I was frozen, unsure what to do. It seems I was more constrained by the village and its regulations than I had thought. This is the true face of the village's strongest warrior, who has reaped the ambitions of so many. How weak I am compared to you. Surprised? You didn't expect me to admit to any weaknesses, I bet. But I feel like I can tell you now, because I know I can trust you. Your ancestors lived outside both the rules of the village and the reign of the Han. I've been told they were a proud people. The truth is, There was never any reason to tie yourself to the village. You always had the means to leave. You have the freedom to fly far, far away from this place. Wherever your destiny might lead you. I want to go on that journey with you, and Bailuan too. Into a world of peace, where we can all soar free.
Not many people can read.
Yeah.
Best keep up with your weapon maintenance. You're entrusted.
To Lord Wang Gai outside the city.
We two serve.
I caught a massive fish. It's been a while, but we're eating well tonight.
Not many people can read and write. A few can.
Huh? Thank you.
Bailuan, we've confirmed that the invaders are government forces. They already have the village completely surrounded.
How? What happened to our scouts? And even if they have somehow discovered the child's existence, how did they mobilize so quickly?
An informant. Perhaps someone who disagreed with the position you took.
You mean a traitor in the village? Someone rebelling against my decision?
You all need to run. I'll buy us some time.
Juha, you can't...
Please, Bailuan. Look after Ziluan. He was never just a stray we took in. He's so much more precious than that. Now listen. I am the strongest fighter in this village, and you two will only get in my way. Do not try to follow me. You have to live, Ziluan. Live, and create the world we dreamed of.
Juha, wait! Foolish girl! Ziluan, after her! I cannot fly with only one of my wings. We have to save her!
Juha entrusted you with her dream. She knew she would never be able to realize that dream. Yet she believed you would make it come to pass. Perhaps my father believed something similar. But Juha survived, and she appeared before you. Does that mean... No. It couldn't. Things are drawing to a close, Ziluan. And I will be at your side until the end.
Yeah. I hear the way Lord Zhonghe fights is a sight to behold.
The doctor gave me some medicine when I got hurt.
Do you...
Thank you for your time today, Lord Pangtong.
Let me think about what you said. Now, I'll be on my way. Oh. Have you some spare time? I'd appreciate your company. This is a bit sudden, but I'm wondering if I could ask you a favor.
Who is this, if I may? Indeed. My name is Yue Ying. I've come from Yenon to study here and broaden my horizons. I came to visit here because, well...
Destroying weapons is something of a specialty of yours, right? This lady here enjoys inventing tools that better people's lives. So she wants to know how things work. Creation and destruction are but two sides of the same coin, aren't they? And I can already see that you two would get along. So, Lady Yue Ying, that solves your problem. And as I don't want to intrude, I'll be off.
And there he goes. Well, I know this is sudden and I do not wish to be a bother, but may we chat for a bit? My goal is to invent things that will make everyone's lives easier and more bountiful. But there was only so much I could achieve back home. completely lacking any form of support. So I made up my mind to set out on a journey in the hope of gaining more knowledge and seeing the latest inventions. And I thought, what better place to encounter interesting people than the renowned Shui Jing retreat? And here, I found you. Really? I imagined you might be suspicious, but I'm glad to hear that. But do you not consider my goal foolish? Many have been suspicious of my motives, or doubted that the knowledge I seek will lead to anything. Yes, you're right. I have no time to question myself. I want to use this opportunity to bring smiles to people's faces with my inventions. Oh, I think I'm turning red. I never thought I'd speak so openly to someone I just met. Even if this was a coincidence, it's the result of my own courage. And I'm thankful for meeting people I never would have otherwise. Would you like to come to the inn where I'm staying? I would love to show you my prototypes and hear your opinion. And please be completely honest. I'll accept anything you have to say. After all, you're the first person who has truly taken me seriously. Well then, are you ready to go?
I used to be a Yellow Turban, just like Cho-Tsung. I've seen how strong he is firsthand.
Oh, it's you. Go show him what you're made of.
Well... Here you are.
Not many people can read and write. The few who can ought to be. Even with such an eminent family.
I heard something's about to happen.
Let's begin.
Yes.
Got it.
Yes.
Listen.
My time has come.
Now go. I will act as bait and lure away their main force. You take a detached force to drive through the gap and relieve Baima Castle.
Those are Cao Cao's forces? Headed for Baima Castle? I have to warn Lord Yin Liang.
If they inform the main force of our position, we will lose the advantage of surprise. Quickly, pursue them!
We will keep the enemy at bay. You must hurry to Lord Yin Liang's side. March forward!
We have received word that Cao Cao himself is headed for Yanjing. We cannot let this opportunity go to waste. We shall send our troops to target him. We march at once! The enemy officer has been defeated. Let's go.
Lord Cao Cao's renown makes him an excellent decoy. Just look at the size of the force they've sent after him. With this many of their soldiers here, Baima should be relatively unguarded. Our task is to do all that we can to protect Lord Cao Cao.
My lord! A battalion of Cao Cao's forces are advancing on this position. You must prepare to meet him in battle.
Good. You have done well to warn us. Men, prepare to counterattack. Begin the assault. Got this. Their numbers matter not, but I will never falter. With enough wisdom and courage, there is always a path to victory. Behold, Allied forces are marching to our aid. This will be enough to break the siege. Stand strong. Our victory is imminent.
No command. I owe Lord Cao Cao a great debt of gratitude. This battle is my chance to repay it with my blade.
And the one you! What? You think you were strong enough? The enemy officer has been defeated. This leaves us no choice but to cut through their ranks with a frontal assault.
The strength of Yuan Shao's forces lies in their inexhaustible numbers. They seem to be pouring out from the fort on an endless stream. We should first focus our efforts on taking the fort. That will force them to change their strategy.
Is insufficient for a comeback.
Prepare to attack! Wipe out the lot of them!
I'm falling back for now. I must leave the rest to you.
You ought to quit charging into things. It's dangerous, you know? Bear witness to my... All my might. Bear witness to my... All my might. All my might. The adversary. Bear witness to my power. Let's get serious. Concentrate.
This is the fate of all who oppose me.
Situation. The enemy officer has been defeated. Territory acquired.
They've taken the fort at Yanjin. We cannot let them cut off our reinforcements. Quickly, we must reclaim it.
The enemy officer has been defeated. We seem to be evenly matched. We'll have to work hard to gain the upper hand.
Start the advance.
This is too good to be true. The enemy's massive force is beginning to crumble all on its own. We've been awaiting for this situation.
The enemy officer
There's not
has
a
been
strategist
defeated.
alive that can best me in battle.
We are providing aid in this battle in accordance with our pledge to the people of the North. However, seeing as Cao Cao is loyal to the Han court, we have no objections to taking his life.
Got this. Let's get serious. Here's the resistance is futile.
I'll end this.
The enemy officer has been defeated.
You are a snake, guarding the corrupt throne to satisfy your
The
endless
enemy
avarice.
officer has been defeated.
Chaos has stricken the land, and the tears of the weak pool at the feet of the Emperor.
Got this.
That is why you must be eliminated.
Got
To
this.
bring peace.
Do not know who you are or from where you hail. You seem to be driven by a strong
The enemy officer
conviction.
has been defeated. The enemy officer has been defeated.
What? Yan Liang has been defeated. Impossible. This cannot be. I can't.
We managed to drive back such a large force. We may be outnumbered, but this battle is far from hopeless.
Send Wen Chou. Attack Yanjin and bring me Cao Cao's head.
An opening!
You.
Let's get serious.
Could it be? No. That's not possible.
Our next target will likely be the enemy forces at Yanjin. This time, we can send some of our soldiers to the front. We can cross the river to the north and attack the enemy from behind. We must also be prepared to scale the cliffs on the way.
We're ready. We're about to lose. There must be something I can do.
I'm starting to get fatigued.
The enemy officer has been defeated.
The sacred bird, Luan. Those eyes.
This territory.
Yes.
The enemy officer
You must
has been
be.
defeated.
You should stop here to assess the situation.
Bear witness to my power.
Put your lives on the line.
The time is right. We should attack now.
Did I think this?
The enemy officer
I have suffered
been
heavy
defeated.
loss. I must withdraw for now.
One more stepping stone on my path to true might.
Judge the situation poorly.
Normally, one seeks to overcome their opponent on the battlefield through superior resources. You, on the other hand, depend on your wits and courage. You may be my enemy, but I do admire your will to fight. You might even color me intrigued by it.
Got this.
Leave it to me.
As far as I go.
I claim another
no
victory
virtue
in the
in
name of my
dying
brother.
I shall retreat.
I claim
Fight
another
another
victory
day.
in the name of my brother.
This has been brutal. I don't know how much more I can take.
I claim another victory
can't hold
in the
that
name
much
of my
longer.
brother.
We need a way through.
Hold strong.
Infested.
I claim another victory in the name of my brother. Okay, let's prepare. I claim another victory in the name of my
We need
brother.
to make this decisive.
Your assistance comes at the most opportune moment.
Allies are doing well.
I claim another victory in the name of my brother.
Put on a show.
Believe this. The enemy officer has been defeated.
This is the fate of all who oppose me.
I have crushed this enemy officer beneath me! Wonderful situation.
The enemy officer has been defeated.
Damn it all. Why did it have to end like this?
What? Wensho has fallen. This is not possible. What on earth happened?
Now!
I could foresee losing either Yanliang or Wensho, but for both to have been slain, you fought well this time, Cao Cao. But this brings you no closer to matching our might. In the end, there can only be one victor, and that will be me!
Winning the first battle bodes very well for our side, but overcoming their greater numbers will prove to be difficult. This is not where we will strike the final blow. We will pull our forces back for now. This was a great victory, and it is owed to your wisdom and strength.
We are humbled, but it is not yet over, my lord.
Aye. We've swatted away some of their troops, but the flow of the battle has not yet shifted. It looks like Yuan Shao is continuing his march south. They will overrun us if we do not intercept them.
To defeat a large army, we must first take advantage of the terrain. We will draw back the front line to Guandu. There, we shall make our stand against Yuan Shao.
Zuluan, it's been too long. So it really was you. I never would have expected this. But why didn't you tell me where you were? What are you saying, Zuluan? Don't tell me you've forgotten who I am. You won't answer? Or maybe you can't. Then it's true. You really have forgotten everything. Well, I suppose I should have known. If you had your memories, you wouldn't have allied yourself with Cao Cao, the usurper of the Han. You have forgotten your mission, your ideals, and the promises you made. And now you're floating aimlessly through life. Yet even so, you are unable to escape your fate as a guardian of peace. You submit to a higher power and act as a weapon for them. just as you did as a guardian of peace once before. Though this seems even more pitiful. Juha, what did she say to you in the end? Did she tell you to forget everything and live on, or to pursue true peace? If you can't remember, then let me remind you. Juha is dead. You were there when it happened. And now you're living a carefree life, free from any memory of her death. Perhaps that is the greatest insult of all. Remember, Zuluan!
Are you crying? Go, Zuluan. Down your own path. Are you crying? I'm fine. Go, Zuluan. Down your own path.
I thought you had both died. I never imagined. I thought I was alone. Maybe I was being foolish, desperately clinging to a past that will never return. I have some advice for you, Zuluan. If you insist on following the Han and ally with Cao Cao, then I will not hesitate to stand against you once more. You must remember who the Han are to us. Well, the point may be moot if Cao Cao is crushed by Yuan Shao in the next battle. I look forward to seeing him struggle.
Juha. I see. I had been wondering who she was, and why she chose to help you. It may be that the Juha you saw was a mirage, created by your own sense of guilt. That seems to be the logical conclusion. Zuluan, I believe now is the time for you to face the real Juha. You should figure out what it was that all of you staked your lives to accomplish. You, Juha, Bai Luan, and all of the Guardians of Peace. Don't you think you're underestimating me, Ziluan? I think you ought to place a little more faith in me. The key to unlocking your past is most likely the incense used by the Guardians of Peace. I investigated your village and went through just about every relevant text I could find. It took a great deal of time. However, I'm afraid the truth is crueler than you might imagine, Ziluan. I would understand if you wish to avoid learning the truth. That too is a valid choice. But if you do decide you want to unravel your past, it would be my duty as a doctor to offer my full assistance. That said, we had best try out the incense first of all. I will be rather embarrassed if it doesn't help you remember anything.
Everything's gotten so expensive.
So you remember, we fought the government forces that came to purge our village and were cut down. And now, you know, I am but a fragment of your memory, a mirage from your past, born of your deep, painful regret over having survived that day. I think this will probably be the last time you'll see me. You do not need me anymore. Because now, you remember it all. The dreams we shared, the path we chose, the hopes that I passed on to you. I made my own choices, my own decisions. I lived my life without regrets. Feeling guilty for our deaths only cheapens our resolve. So please, do not blame yourself anymore. From this point on, do not let your desire to atone for your past shape your future. Instead, be guided by your will to see your choices through. Now, go forth. You do not need to look back at us anymore. And thank you. Ziluan, take care of Bailuan for us.
Good. It seems you were able to remember Chuha. That success is a weight off my mind. You did well. I officially pronounce you cured, which means my work is complete. Yes, there is nothing more to be done. No, I think not. Now that you've rediscovered your past, you've no more need of a doctor. Besides, I was thinking of taking a trip to the place where my father studied medicine. Better late than never, huh? As for you, Ziluan, you will be fine without me. Now that you know who you are, you're free to live your life as you wish. Such maudlin sentimentality. That doesn't sound like my Ziluan at all. Did you eat something strange? But yes, despite my teasing, our journey has been one of the most rewarding times in my life. I met so many people, all fighting to survive this chaotic era. On second thought, maybe I could linger for a while longer yet? After all, what better place to fulfill my duty? Well, I call it a duty, but it's a humble matter compared to the exploits of someone like yourself. I learned medicine from my father, and he from his father. Along with that knowledge, they passed down the ideal of healing the sick and aiding the wounded. Now that I'm of a certain age, it's my duty to pass that ideal on to someone else. Just as Shuha passed her dreams and ideals on to you. Which is a roundabout way of asking, would you let me travel with you a little while longer? Thank you, Zilamon. I mean, that is to say, I shall continue to be at your service and provide what help I can.
What shall we do, Lord Cao Cao? Their numbers are far too great to fight without a plan.
Yuan Shao's army is growing cautious as it nears Guandu. It appears their loss in Baima has shaken them.
But with our supplies dwindling, Yuan Shao must know that time is on his side.
Any news from Shu City, Guojia?
Lord Xun Yu says that lords in the vicinity of Shu City are showing signs of revolt. And there are rumors that Liu Bei was spotted among the leaders of the rebellion.
Liu Bei?
His Majesty has taken a liking to Liu Bei. If he comes to the rescue, then His Majesty will follow him.
Then it is imperative that we send more troops to put the rebellion down, yes?
Do not be so nervous, Lord Xun Yu. Those who lack the heart of a warrior are destined for defeat. Let us endure for a while longer. Our chance will come to us in time.
Brother. They say Liu Bei is in Shu City. I wonder if Zhang Fei and the others are all right. Agreed. But only after we get permission from Lord Cao Cao. We accepted his help, so we must thank him properly. And we need to take custody of Liu Bei's family. Once we've settled our affairs here, we'll begin our journey. Does that sound good to you? Then let us return together, back to my brother's side.